The arts transcend cultural and societal boundaries. They are crucial in understanding the deepest aspects of our societies and ourselves. Welcome everyone to Performing Artists, a program that examines what it means to be an artist. The skills, the thought processes, the framework that an artist uses in order to present his or her work.
In the 12th century, 13th century, 14th century, diplomats would come to various palaces, castles, and they would enter, and there would be a small band there, and that band would play whatever the couple, the husband and wife, wanted to have played for them to stand up to the king, and they would do their minuet move, and then they would bow, and they would go, so it would be, and they go, and this is how the royalty was greeted, and that's why music was made, partially, was so that they could have a greeting. The Polonaise is like a processional. It's a dance, it has dance rhythms, but basically it's a processional. The military, and it usually was military in their very fancy uniforms, and the women in their costumes, came together in a line, and this was a walk through the palace. And the dissonance of this and this noise, this is the horses coming in, and they settle down, and the military come out of the caissons, and then they meet the women and go through. So that's the beginning, and then finally you have the Polonaise starting. And then it goes on through that, although you hear certain kind of dissonant sounds again. So you can hear the military sound that he's trying to produce. Right. And then I'm not sure I'll do that part or not, depending if I shorten this work. And then there's a very famous octave part. And that's where you can hear the horse hoofs, and this is what Chopin says, that those are the horse hoofs hitting the ground. That's why he warned not to go too fast. When you have somebody who really wants to show off, it goes a little too fast for the horse hoofs. Right. I hope I don't. And then you also have the horns. You can hear the horns as they play, for the military, and then he goes into a sentimental section where he feels his feelings towards Poland. He usually always goes to some place where he feels again that he misses his family. It's not so much a nationalistic feeling; it's that he misses his family, and he appreciated them, and there were most of them.
Well, he was a humanist. He was a lover.
Yes, that's right. He was a lover.
He was.
Yeah. Although on the outside he was very proper, and sometimes could even be cruel. He was a very wonderful person, but they called him effete. He was he held it inside and expressed it in his music. Yeah.
Do you want to play the Polonaise now?
I think I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah. experiences with, but it's interesting that there are times when I know exactly what I want to do with it, and there are other times, especially even on stage, where if I let my ego go, then I can play it in a way that I really don't want to, but it seems right at that moment to do. And so, talk about compromising a piece. Sometimes you can compromise a piece while you're trying to perform it.
What's all the marks?
My fingernails.
That's great. Is that from hitting?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know I'm doing it.
You're practicing. You're practicing skills, your techniques, and just a little bit.
I will do 5 fingers. I got this from Oscar Peterson, actually. I heard him do a 4-finger. He did this in the Carnegie Hall once, and I said, that's impossible. How did he do that? And I went home and I started practicing it. And I said, well, I think I'm going to do 5 fingers. And so I started doing that. And then I realized I could get some speed going. So that's how I did it. And then I started to do it that way. And then I do... Chopin, when he first played this piece, he said he was Billy Joel, but actually. And then he said, nah, I think I'll go to Warsaw and write classical music instead.